module in Python. The datetime module in Python contains several classes to represent date and time information. Okay, with the datetime module in Python, you can manipulate date and time, or call date and time, and do whatever you want with it. Okay, creating the datetime object, you just have to call the datetime module, then use it to manipulate. Like we saw in the previous video, you just call the datetime one, then you call the name of the file, the class name, then the dot now method or function, which then returns the current date, and you can display it on the screen. Okay, how do you represent datetime in Python? Well, there are different classes that does that. We have the date classes, we have the time class, and we also have the time data class. Well, enough of the talking more. Let's go into the code. Open your terminals, and let's call this. Let's clear my screen first, and let's call this date time, or let's call this time file or date file. Okay, .py. Hit on I to switch to insert mode. Now, you know how we did it in the previous video. Just import our datetime. Import date time. Go down here. Then you create your current date. Current underscore date is equal to, you call the name of the file first, name of the module, date time dot date, name of the class, date time dot now, open bracket, close bracket. Okay, now let's say hold on, that we can print the date, the current date time, or we can do certain things. Let's say we can get the year, we can get the month, we can get the day. So let's do something very nice. Let's get the year, month, and date, and let's display it. Now let's create a variable called year is equal to current underscore date dot year. Let's get the month, which is equal to current underscore date dot month, and let's get the day, which is equal to current underscore date dot day. Now let's print this out. Print bracket open, double quote, calculator year okay plus year. We are not calling this variable, we are not calling it here. Alright, and then print again. Let's call this month. Double quotes, using concatenation. This plus is called concatenation. Alright, plus month, then we'll print day. quote space plus day. Now let me explain the code base. Current date is equal to, on this line, current date is equal to date time, which is the name of this file. Then the second date time, which is the name of the class inside this file. Then now is the function or method, whichever one you want to call it. Then let's save this our file. Before we save, this will instantiate or this is going to get the now time, the current date and time now, and store it in this variable. Okay, now in this variable we are going to call the day, the year, the month, and the day, and store in these variables respectively. Then we can also then print out the content of each variable by concatenating it with year, month, and day. So let's save the file now. Escape wq, hit save. Then we can run the file by typing Python. Date file.py. There was an error on line 10, so let's go back and fix it. Okay, what did he say in the error? You can only concatenate string. Oh. So the thing is, these variables are integers. Okay, you cannot concatenate integers with string. So all you do now is to convert it to string. So let's convert this to string so that we can display it. Str. If you saw my concatenation video, you should know what this means. WQ, hit enter. Let's run again. Voila! So now the year is 2023, the month is August, which is this month, and the day is 15th. Okay, so now this is how you get your date time from the current date. Okay, now the st arrow means is typecasting this integer value, which is now here, to string value, which cannot be concatenated and displayed. All right, now there's what we call so that's why you can work on this. You can also do some other datetime manipulation by checking difference between dates. You can also display time. You can also display you can still use this date time to display. Hold on, let me switch to insert. You can also date time to display hour, and you get date in the equate it to current date dot hour. You can also do that with minute and second and even microsecond, and it will display it for you. There's this function called, which I didn't want to talk about, but let me just talk about it. There's this function called strf time. It's an inbuilt function. It's an inbuilt function that helps you to format date time. Okay, it helps you format date time and give you the current value of particular date and time. Okay, so let me give you an example. let's say this current date. Let me clean everything so you can understand what I mean. I didn't want to say it before, but let me just so you can know how to format this time. So after getting the current date in this after getting some current date, you might want to display formatted date this in a format that you want. Because if you display it like this now, let's say we display it like this, print current underscore date I escape colon WQ, and let's run it for you to see. You see how it displays the year dash the month dash the day, then the hour, which is 0 hour. This is 12 o'clock in the night, the day 12 o'clock in the morning, the day just 12 a.m. the day just started. So it's 0 hour 41 minutes and 37 seconds and 585 or 58,500 585,409 milliseconds or microseconds. I don't know what second that is. So we can't work with this. Okay, so let's go back to it. Let me show you how you can format this. Hit on I. So now how do we format this? We use the method I just showed you just now. Okay, let's call this one fmt underscore date. Yeah, is equal to current date dot that function. That's current underscore date dot str, that string format time bracket open. Now put the format here and put parentheses. So what kind of format do we want? Now me, I want the day first. Yeah, so I'll do d, yeah, or %d rather, %d dash where's the percent again, percent m, okay, dash percent, the y is in capital letter, okay, space. So this will give us the day, the month, and the year, space, percent hour. This will give us the hour. You know what? Okay, let's continue. Then I'm just sure it's entering a second line, but it's a single line. Percent, okay, hour, minutes, then percent seconds. So seconds, everything here is for the time, everything is capital letter. Alright, so I want to reduce the current date to C date. Alright, to C date, so I can have space. CDT, so I can have enough space. CDT. Still there's no space. But let me put this one formatted DT. Okay, now we don't have everything on one line. Alright, now we have the day, the month, and the year. Then we have the hour, the minute, and the second. In between these, I want to put a single quote. Sorry, column. I want to put a column to represent time. Okay, now let's print the formatted date. Okay, print bracket open fmt underscore dt bracket close, escape colon wq, hit enter, and you go back to your code and you run. Can you see this? Well formatted, the day, the month, and the year, the second, the hour, the minute, and the second in code. These are the code I just displayed there. If I put in the code, they are all displaying fine. You can see it here. These are the column rather that I put in the code. These are the column that is playing between the time. So with this, you can perform time manipulation and so on. Thank you.